Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to the Launchpad and an exciting stream that I don't think we thought was going to happen this soon. But as you can see, we are 42 away from hitting 100,000 subscribers, and we are so excited. We've been watching this closely. Of course, I'm joined by Kieran from our UK studio. Kieran, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. It's like you said, it's quite a shock that it's happening so soon. And obviously, a lot of people probably don't know who I am properly because obviously I've only been in 2 streams. But obviously, hopefully, you'll be seeing a lot more of me soon.
Let us know in the chat if you guys can hear us all right. Give us a 5x5 there. We'll be adjusting as we go. And we are expecting this number to go up and down quite a bit. It's going to be like the Hollywood Tower of Terror ride because if you watch anyone that hits 100K, all of you guys like to hit unsubscribe. We know the game. We are on to the game. And we are watching you doing it. But we're excited for this. We'll be teasing some announcements throughout this. But we want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the chat what questions you have. We're going to treat this kind of like an Ask Me Anything for Kieran, myself, for the Launchpad in general, and try to answer those to the best of our abilities. We're going to tease a few things, and this isn't the only 100K stream we're going to do. Kieran and I, and a large chunk of the TLP team, all have flights booked. I leave in not like 36 hours, and I see you all unsubscribing here. I'm watching y'all. I leave in about 36 hours for Florida. Kieran's like 70-ish. But we'll all be down on Florida, hopefully for an Artemis 1 launch. But while we're there, we're going to do a big 100K celebration stream. We're going to try to do a meetup as well. So if you're in the Florida area, first, we hope you're safe and have gone through Hurricane Nicole okay. But stay tuned for that. And we're going to try to do a get-together with a live stream there, and that's where we'll announce some things. We're going to release 100K merch and a bunch of other stuff as well. But as we get started, as always, though, if you can take a second, engage that like button and share out the stream. It really does help us out and helps us push that the mission further of informing, inspiring explorers of tomorrow, because we believe that space is better together. I'm going to mute that phone because it's going to be going off. People on Twitter and TikTok. But so professional. Didn't mute it before we started. Yeah, looks like we're 5x5s in the chat, which is awesome. 41 now. It's a tease.
We've got the junior team reporting for duty.
Oh, the TLP junior team. Hello. We'll see you soon.
Yes, we will.
Jessica Starr, the silver play button is going to look real good in the TLP studio. We're figuring out where it's going to go. The thing is, we need more than one. So we need one here. We need one in our UK studio. Do we need one in the mobile studio too? Like, just show up at NASA and just have it like propped behind us somewhere? Like, we'll see.
Yeah, nice. We'll see.
But when we get it, we will do an unboxing for you guys, so stay tuned for that. We wanted to point it out while people are joining in. We're going to do this live stream till we pass that number, because we know we're going to hit it. We're committed to staying live now until we hit it. But after this, we are going to be jumping over to the TLP Discord, which is free for any of you to join, hanging out in general chat with a bunch of our team as well. So you guys can come join us in there. We'll drop that link in the chat as well. But if you're just joining us, welcome. We're watching as we count down to 100,000 subscribers, and we want to hear your questions. So you can send those in the chat. Tag us at the Launchpad. You can ask me anything, ask Kieran anything, ask us about the Launchpad, what's coming up. I know everyone's, of course, watching Starship and Artemis, so we could answer those. So fire those questions away, and we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, and if you feel if we've missed your question, we apologise. Obviously, we don't know how fast chat's going to go, but we will try and answer as many as we possibly can. And again, we are in Discord afterwards, so if we have missed your question, you really want it answering, feel free to hop over and we can answer it there for you. Look at it. It's 33 away.
It's so close. Oh, man, 34.
34. Right. Let's let a few questions come in, and then we'll answer a few. I can already see a couple coming in, and then we'll jump on those. Unsubscribing is strictly forbidden. I like that.
I feel like that almost needs to be pinned. for it.
Kieran sounds better now. That's brilliant. I would say, yeah, last time I was at home and on stream, we were like feeding it through a microphone from a speaker, so it didn't sound great, but it looks like we've got things working a lot better now, which is good.
Yeah, actually got you patched in from over a third of a way around the planet, and yes, it is around, not across.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Partly Ford, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that. I know you sent one in earlier as well. I'm going to read it out here in just a second. I do want to just say it, and it's not expected that there are super chats or anything today. They're appreciated, but not expected. If you are sending one, and it happens for some reason to be over $10, if you wouldn't mind sending it on GoFundMe, that would be greatly appreciated, or becoming a member on Patreon. They take way less percent than YouTube, and we don't want you wasting your money on YouTube admin fees. I know YouTube won't like us for that, but we want you to know where your money's going, and they take 30% as we go to 30 away. Park, hope you hit it soon. Been watching since the first SLS rollout and been here since. Love the channel and can't wait till y'all hit 100,000 subscribers. Love you all, Park the Frog. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And on that note, we had a couple come in while this stream has been kind of simmering and people have been waiting for us to go live on this for a couple days. We didn't know when we were going to hit it, so I want to pull those up really quickly. We had a super generous one from Ryan Cataldo. I'm saying it wrong, I'm sure, and I apologize, Ryan. Thank you so much for your very generous US super chat there. Holy cow, you've come a long way. I super enjoy your content and can't wait to see what you and your team do next. Hope this helps. We really appreciate that. Park the Frog sent one in earlier as well. Hope you hit it soon. And Helen last as well. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you guys so much for sending those in. They are a huge help in us getting Kieran over here, getting the rest of our team down, getting a studio set up in the UK was not something we thought about even 3-4 months ago. And now we've got you up and running, and a second one in the works as well. So lots of things only because of you guys.
I would say, yeah, it's like you said, it's TLP. Yeah, we've come very far, but it's not the sort of thing you can come very far with without the people and the community support. So it's all thanks to you all who are subscribed, supporting in any way, shape, or form that's got TLP to where it is today. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, to be fair. I mean, I remember when I first stumbled across the page many moons ago.
Many moons ago, with a very nice direct message into my DMs. Hi.
You know what you're talking about.
Absolutely no idea. There's a question for you there, Zach, because obviously I wasn't around at this point. The question is, why did you start this channel?
I feel like that could have a documentary on how we started to getting to this point.
So
that was from The Experienced Monkey. I apologize. I want to read the names out.
Awesome. Experienced Monkey. Thanks for sending that in. It was a few things. It started, I don't want to say fully as a joke, but I was posting for about a year on my personal Facebook and stuff, year and a half through the pandemic, crewed dragons testing, starships testing, and things like that. And I think people enjoyed it, but it got to the point where people were like, you're good at this, but I'd like to be able to turn it off. So why don't you try the YouTube thing, and I can go there when I want to see it, but not all the time, because it was a lot of posting at the time. So that's kind of where it started, and it was just also the right opportunity with the job I had at the time, with the pandemic and having part-time work and being able to be at home. There kind of wasn't a better time to just take the jump and try to do this, and here we are almost 2 years later, but not even a year and a half after starting it, was able to quit this and go into this full-time, starting to look at bringing other team members on part-time as well so they can dive into it more. So it's been a whirlwind, and it's literally just the start. If you saw the lists of plans that we have for next year, and some plans that start as jokes within the Discord and suggestions from you guys of videos that you want to see, we've got a bunch of very specialty videos that we're working on that are not just sit down and research videos. They have a lot of other people involved in them that we have to do, so that we're still working on those. So you're going to see a lot of new content coming out in the new year with the launch of the Launchpad Network, with our news site and our database site and our live trackers, and very, very soon the app. There's a lot coming for next year. So when we say we're just getting started, you've really seen nothing yet.
It's been a whirlwind of couple of months, hasn't it? It's been extremely stressful at times, I'll say. It's been particularly hard for yourself and some of the people we've got working behind the scenes. It's been literally full steam ahead, 24/7. I mean, hopefully I can start doing more. Obviously, I work 6 days a week, 12 hours a day, so it's pretty hard to do. But obviously, as things progress, hopefully I can start to push that down a little bit and start to do a bit more here.
But for his current employer, he loves his job.
I do enjoy my job, yes, but I'd like to be doing a lot more for TLP than currently. So.
Well, you're flying to the other side of the world for the second time in 2 months, so I think that's pretty good. So, and we've got some stuff planned for in the New Year's about us going that way, because you guys got some stuff starting up over there. So, we're excited to jump on that side of the pond here. If you're just joining us, though, welcome. We're watching this number go up and down as y'all tease us as we get closer and closer to that 100K mark. If you haven't yet, though, if you can do us a favor, we do normally ask it, but share the stream. This is one that we'd love to have new people join in, ask questions, people that have been around for a while join in here. We'd love to get everyone in here that we can to celebrate reaching this milestone, because it's a big one. It's one that's 97%, I believe it is, of YouTube doesn't reach, which is absolutely crazy for how big YouTube is, that we've made it to anywhere near that, and that's because of you guys, not because of us. So we're excited for that. But if you guys have questions, you can keep sending those in the chat. I know I saw a couple here. Andrew the Astronaut, will you stream Starship's orbital flight? We are working through our plans for it and figuring out how best to do it. We have a large team. Obviously, we would love to be on site, but if it means sending 3 photographers with remote cameras and us being in studio to host it, that might also be the better option. Because we want, ultimately, though we want to see stuff ourselves, we want to bring you guys the best possible coverage. And Starship's not going anywhere. There's going to be thousands of them. So there will be a stream. Who's on site is still being determined. And that's because SpaceX is still determining when they're going to do it. So we'll wait and see how that goes. Heather is asking, how is SLS? We had some updates there. We had an official update from NASA a little bit ago. I'm going to preface this. It's not fully broken, but there is damage to SLS. They say it's minor, but they're going to have to do some inspections, obviously a lot closer. Cape Canaveral Space Force Station just reopened, and Kennedy is doing so as well. So over the next 24 hours, teams will get it back out to the pad and begin closer inspections on the rocket, and we'll go from there. But our flights are booked, so there's no changing them. We're coming one way or another. But it didn't fall over, so that's a positive.
So that's a big positive.
At least it's recoverable, at least, because if it fell over, well, then that's just thrown it all down the pan, really, hasn't it? But it's I hope it goes, but after what we've already seen, hopes aren't particularly high, especially after hearing that it got a little bit of damage from the storm. Not particularly.
I think anything standing out in 90 to 100 mile an hour winds on a sandy beach is gonna have a little bit of rubbish.
Yeah, I suppose, but not everything is designed to be launched up into space, so they have to be a little bit more cautious, I'll say. So it's just weighing it up anyway. I mean, we could see it launch. It just all depends on the actions that's taken and whether it takes a lot of work to get it to launch capability, make sure it's ready to go. But I guess we'll see that next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna see SLS again in 48 hours. I'll see that happened fast.
It'll be
about 72 hours for me, give or take.
I probably should start packing the studio, but we've been waiting for this.
Yeah. Also, we've been sat waiting for this stream for
3 days. 3 days, everything's been ready, being like, when do we hit go?
Waiting for it to get just a bit closer, just to get it started. Because obviously we're committed to sitting here till we've got over the 100k comfortably. But we didn't want to be sat here for too long. I mean, you know, I have work. I didn't want to be disappearing halfway through and so on and so forth.
My thoughts was it was going to happen while both of us were asleep after the couple launches yesterday. We both logged off. I was like, we're going to wake up. Going to be 100 over it. We're all going to be like, oh, but yay.
Bittersweet. But if it did, I suppose it's good, but it's a bit of a shame. But
hey, we're here now.
We're here now.
Wait, and we're what, 29 away?
We can do that easy.
Oh, 28. There we go.
Oh, 28. There we go. Oh, 27. 26.
What are you all doing? You're all just sitting there. I can see you all. You're all just sitting there like this, being like, when do I... All of you are sitting there wanting to be, I want to be the 100,000 subscriber. That's what it is.
That's it's going to be
99999 and it'll just drop. Oh, we called it. Before we started this stream, we were sat there saying, we just expect it. We're just expecting that number to drop. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Milestone video on anyone's channel that hasn't dropped. So hey, we could be a first, but you know, hopes aren't up there.
Well, and then you add on to it. The higher you go, the bigger the drops happen. You know,
yeah.
Like when you're only at 1,000, 2 people dropping is so many. Now 2 people dropping is like, we're fine. It'll balance. It's probably just YouTube playing around. But I think the single digits mean more now than they did a couple hours ago. But we do love that each and every one of you are here. If you guys have questions, you can keep sending those in the chat. Share out the stream on social media. It would really help us out. And if you haven't yet, what are you doing? Subscribe.
I know, right?
We're right here. It's just, look, it's like, wait, can I get
the camera right?
It'd be somewhere down here. Is it on your side?
It's about there, I think.
It's either there or over here, depending what you're on.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way around we can see we're showing, so... Wait, it should be...
Where
it should be the right way, because there's writing on the screen, and I really hope this isn't all backwards.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Conan. Love you, Zach. Huge milestone for TLP, and huge milestone for you, TLP to the moon. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. I saw another one. Not sure if you were going to be able to be here for 100K, but congratulations in advance. Thanks so much, R1 Nader. Appreciate it. Helen Lash, shall I unsub and then resub to make it go up? That's what everybody's doing. To be fair, we've done it too.
Yeah. Oh, are we going to break the 80 mark? I think we should. I think we're going to break it. Or is it going to start? Oh, we're one away. Oh, there's just going to be that group of people, and it just goes, no.
Can you tell we don't sleep?
Oh, there we go.
Helen, what are you doing?
No. Someone on Discord says we need to hit 100k follower mission patch.
That is a brilliant idea. And there's the 80. And when we do the big celebration next week, stay tuned. There will be a 100k TLP collection drop. So watch for that. We're working on some final things. Stuff's going to have the dates on it, numbers, things like that. So stay tuned for that as that goes up. And
Oh, Conan, that member for 12 months. Thank you for the continued support. It's awesome. You're awesome. We've spoke to you many a time. I hope you're doing fabulous, and thank you again for the support. You're amazing. As is everyone. Everyone's amazing.
I have a very easy answer for Jeffrey Lewis. When I hit 100K, I made a couple promises. Well, we'll make one of them come true today, and a couple of the others will come true next week. So, if you want this to happen, subscribe, share the video.
I want to see it happen. I've been waiting a very long time.
Fairgrounds, hello from Cornwall. Hey, Fairgrounds, we're going to have to do a Cornwall get-together. There's a few people from down there. Have to do a UK meetup.
Right, we're getting close. 16. Seeing some numbers dropping in the chat there. Some people are watching that count. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's have a look. Greetings from Germany. Let's get to the 100K. Greetings. It's nice to see people from all over, to be fair. It's always nice to see a wide variety of people from all over the world in the streams. It's great to see how far it's reaching. We've got someone from Mississippi. Let's see. Everyone drop where you're from, and we'll shout you. We'll shout yourself from where you are. Question: do you guys sell models?
Soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say currently no,
but that is one of the plans in the
in the works.
Now, I'll give you a realistic answer. That was an Elon Musk soon. So
yeah, we don't know how soon, but soon.
we're working on it. There's things that are started. We focused on the website and app to get that out first, but we do hope to be bringing some stuff out next year. So stay tuned for that. There's just a couple bigger commitments we have to do if we want to bring those out, and we want to make sure that we're bringing out something that's quality for you guys. I keep.
You're right there.
There's almost 4 9s, and that's very startling.
Just a little bit. All right, let's see where people are from. Have a look. All right, I've seen a couple drop in. So we've got Fernie, BC. Is that back at? I don't know, BC. I'm English. I don't know my geography very well. BC,
British Columbia. That's Canada. They're near me. They're next to me.
Neighbors.
Provincial neighbors.
Yeah.
We got Netherlands, Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa, yeah. Fresno. I know Fresno.
We got Jacksonville, Illinois. Grand Prairie, Texas. I didn't know that existed. We got Grand Prairie, Alberta as well.
We got HM Doppelganger with our mods from Utah.
There's 4 9s.
Oh.
5 because we're 9 away as well, so there's a hidden 5. Hidden 9, sorry.
We got Michigan. We've got Cape Town, South Africa. Hello. Oh, okay.
6 away. Come on. Oh, it's getting close. See, now my eyes are flicking between the number and the chat now. We've got Ireland.
Yes. We got Netherlands, Louisiana, New Zealand, Texas. Look at the number. It's going down.
Don't drop.
Yes!
It didn't drop.
Yeah, it didn't drop. What's gonna go? Thank you guys so much. Look at how many of you were waiting. We could have been here 20 minutes ago.
It's just growing. Let's go. That's crazy.
Well, I made a promise.
You did. It's all on you. Look at this. Spaceman orbit. Oh, the glasses as well. Look at that.
You have to keep that
on
on.
now till the end of the stream.
It's really warm.
I love it. That's brilliant. There we go. Right, I saw a couple come through there while you've put your helmet on. We've got Aravale, member for 8 months. Thank you for the continued support.
Thank you. Black
Yeah.
Widow for 11 months. Thank you so much, Widow. Conan donating 10 memberships. Thank you so much there, Conan. Appreciate that.
Awesome. You're all amazing. I'm trying to keep chat and making sure we haven't missed any questions.
If we miss your question, you can send it in again. We'll try to answer that. And also, once this wraps up, you can join us on Discord and ask us in there as well.
Yeah, make sure you hit that share button as well, because if there's any new people who drop in, it's a brilliant stream to get to know myself and Zach as well, because obviously all your questions don't have to relate to space. They can be anything about us or anything, basically. So feel free to drop those questions in. We have a $10 super chat from Ryan Cataldo?
Ryan,
I'm sorry.
Okay, I think that's going to echo if I talk in there. Ryan, thank you so much for another one there. You're so generous. We appreciate your support there. Thank you so much. Does it echo when it's down? Is it weird?
It's not per se, but it does sound like you've got your head in a box.
That's probably what it sounds like in a real helmet too. So they sit like this most of the time, anyways. Though, so this counts.
That works. Jessica Starr for the continued 5 months membership. Thank you very much. You're an absolute star. Jessica Starr, you're a star. There we go. That was an unintentional pun. Let's go. When Zach talks, you need to click. Yep, that's it now. You need to click. Now you wear the helmet.
Hello.
Let's have a look. Who we got? 2K is the next big goal. 200K or 250. What do we reckon? What would you count as the next big goal?
101.
101,000. Come on, we can do it.
Today. No. What happens first? 250,000 Artemis launching. Too soon? I think a 250,000's the big one. YouTube's next big one, when they do something, is 1 million. So we got some time, but 1 million by end of decade? I think that's reasonable.
Maybe 3/4 of a decade.
I mean, end of the decade. Like, it's 2023 almost.
Oh, I know.
Like,
Okay.
before 2030.
That's pretty long. I'm confident.
Person on Mars, 1 million subscribers.
Possibly.
Make sure you subscribe to find out.
Yeah.
I'm not making any more comments like I did about reaching 100,000, because I've got a checklist of people, of things that apparently I've said at one point or another that I have to do. And sure. All but one is feasibly possible in the next week to 2. One is only feasible if you each donate $5. All 100,000 of you need to donate $5 if you want the other one to work. But then it will happen.
Yeah, kind of pricey. Out of context, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to general support. Welcome to the TLP community. That's what the word is.
That's the word. Crew too. Yeah, thanks so much. Airvale, the stream doesn't end until we hit 101,000. Well, y'all got to be sharing then. There needs to be a little bit more sharing happening then.
Let's go. Am I the only one from Barcelona? Possibly. Well, you never know. Keep an eye on chat. There might be someone else, but welcome to the stream from Barcelona.
So I said we'd tease a few things, so I'm going to tease one thing. If you're following kind of space Twitter. You may know what the back of these cards mean. You may not, but there's 2 of them. And if you want to know what's on the front of these, you're going to want to join us on our 100K celebration stream next week. That's when we're going to show the front and let you know more about what these are involved in. If you know what they're involved in, you can let us know in the chat and guess, but you'll find out next week. But super excited to finally get to show these off to the world. So, yeah.
Right, so we've got a question, another one here from the Experienced Monkey. Can you see who the 100,000th sub is?
Not really, unfortunately. I don't think YouTube tells us. I could go in and see, like, I could pull in now and see our subscriber list, but it doesn't, like, update normally for a day, and it doesn't give you a number. Also, it only shows your name in that list if you have a public account. Many people have private. So even if I pull that list, there's not going to be 100,000 names on it. So not really. What we will do is we are going to plan a couple giveaways for that bigger stream. And to win those giveaways, all you have to do is be on the stream here and be in a country that's easy to ship to. Those are the 2 rules. So there's a few countries that rules that out, but most of the world, you are possible. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Kevin Wise, when is the Launch Pod podcast coming? 2023. It'll be back. We've been talking through it, planning it. We've got some episode ideas, so make sure you stay tuned for that. The Launch Pod's going to shift and be actually a podcast. It's going to be a proper podcast there'll be a live video option that you can watch, and then there'll be the audio version as well. But 2023, that's coming back. We're hoping to have Ian on that as well. Of course, we'll have Kieran and possibly some other guests joining us on that as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Yeah. We've got a question here from Billy Bobble 1. So leading up to this point, can you name your favorite moment or moments so far on this journey? So you've had a longer journey on this run, so I'll answer that one first.
How long do you have?
Right. Personally, my best moment was going to Florida that first time, getting to meet the team, and I actually saw my first launch on that trip as well with my own eyes. Obviously, I've seen multiple launches, but I did get to see my first launch of my favorite rocket as well, Falcon 9/Heavy. I can't quite decide which one's my favorite, but I got to see Falcon 9 launch, which was amazing. Got to see the crew, which was amazing. Had some amazing laughs. So it's by far that first Florida trip, hands down, best moment, I think. What about yourself, Zach? What's your best moment or best moments?
I was just trying to pull up a picture of when Kieran saw his first rocket with a clear line of sight, as well as Heather as well, and that's SLS sitting out on the pad. That was just before the first launch. That was pretty awesome. I don't think I have that other one of you that's in a video, but I don't even know where to start. It's been a crazy 22 months and 10 days. We were very lucky to have the ball thrown our way a number of times, and I recognize that. A huge thank you goes out to Jared Isaacman and the Inspiration 4 team. We were 4 weeks into this, not even 100 subscribers, I don't think. And they said yes to an interview. And it turned out to be Jared's first YouTube interview, first private interview that wasn't with a media agency. And that just started a friendship rolling with them and with SpaceX that we now do things. We cover launches in person with SpaceX. We were there for Inspiration 4 for my first launch. That wouldn't have happened without that space community. And I think there's the term team space that a lot of people use, and I think there really is a large portion of the real space community, not specifically just in YouTube, but the actual space industry, that lives by that, and we've been really lucky enough to get to be part of that. And this is falling off my head. It doesn't have the shoulder part that holds it on. That's the only issue. Highlights, Cliff Notes, Jared's interview, that was a huge one. Inspiration 4, seeing the first launch, that was incredible. I think just like you remember kind of every moment of that rumble, and everything you can't beat it. Going down to Starbase right after Inspiration 4, and getting to stand roadside to the vehicle that's going to take us back to the moon and Mars, and getting to see that, and then being back there 5 months later as a guest of Elon for the Starship update. Like, never would have guessed we would get an invite to that, let alone be 3 of about 80 people invited to that, and 1 and 2 of about 6 foreign media that were invited. Was huge. And the only reason we could jump and kind of gamble on those things was because of you guys. These trips, though they look like a lot of fun, do cost. And we can only do that from you guys watching and sharing and being members. So we appreciate that so much. Things looking forward to? Ooh. Trying to think what's coming up. There's a few updates. SLS, hopefully. Our very own Ian has a payload on Vulcan when that's going to launch. We have an exciting announcement coming out once we finalize what rocket it's going to be on. I think that teases it a little bit, but we'll let you know more on how you can be involved in that once we find out what rocket we're launching on. So stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to be officially a passenger with Worldview. So planning my trip up to 100,000 feet in a stratosphere balloon is bonkers type of thing. So I think I'm modifying. I said if we hit 100,000, I'd go to space. Can we modify? Can everybody agree? 100,000, I'll go to 100,000 feet. Million subscribers. Maybe there's a conversation about something else. Maybe. But 100,000 feet, 100 subscribers, that sounds pretty good. So we'll be talking more about that coming up. I don't know when that flight date is yet. It's still a few years out. There's just a ton of things coming up. It's getting so busy that, like, even the little things, like, honestly, it sounds cheesy. This is a highlight. This is... Hitting 100K is crazy, but hitting 100K with Kieran's on stream here, we are in comms with Jay and Marcus and Stellar and Widow, and I saw Marianne pop in, and Heather. Our team is all here, and I know some aren't on the comms right now, but they'll be on a little later. This is a team thing. This is not just me. That's what we're trying to expand this to be. We want you guys to see who's doing it. That's why on the website we list everybody that is moderators, photographers, videographers, editors, because it isn't just me that makes this possible. I would not be here if it was. we don't sleep as it is. So yeah, we're super excited for the end of this year, hopefully Artemis, and then we'll go into 2023 and see what happens.
Yeah, it's been an interesting ride,
but I don't expect it to get any easier, and I definitely don't expect it to get mundane or very samey. It's going to be different every day. It's going to be a new challenge every day, but I suppose that's part of the fun of doing this sort of thing, isn't it? So it's definitely something to look forward to. And it's great to have so many people here supporting it. It's really great.
Do you have anything you're looking forward to in 2023 specifically?
Anything specifically? Well, I'd hope to say... I'd hope to go and see Starbase. I want to go see Starbase. I think I'm going to aim for that next year. So I have to say, I think that's one thing I'm going to look forward to. If I had to say something with the channel, I won't give it away too much, but some of the plans, I'm looking forward to seeing become a reality. Because some of the plans is going to be pretty amazing. Did you get fed up with the helmet there?
It doesn't have any padding, so it's a little hard on the head.
Oh man, okay. I suppose we'll let you off. You did put it on.
I'll wear it more in the Discord.
All right, okay.
It was not accustomed to my head like the SpaceX one, so it needs some adjustments.
Okay, we'll let you off. Let's see. Make sure you keep dropping those questions in the chat as well. We will get round to them. If we are I'm not sure how far behind on chat I am right now because I keep scrolling and losing my place. But
well, while you're scrolling through, I know some of our team are on the call. So if any of them want to say anything, I can unmute you guys. And you should be patched in. We haven't tested this, but should be. And I know Widow wants to. So give me 30 seconds here. And let's try this here. Widow, can you hear us?
Hi.
I think we can hear you too. How's it going?
Hi. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you guys?
It happened. We're here.
I'm so excited. Congratulations, guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I know a lot of us, moderation team and otherwise, have talked about this day for quite a while, and it's finally here. I couldn't be happier for you guys. Well deserved. Well deserved. I really just wanted to say real quick how much I have learned about space and the space community, especially from Zach and TLP as a whole. Most people don't really know, but I really didn't know a lot about rockets or space exploration. When I found TLP, it was the day after James Webb launched, and I found you guys through a recommendation on YouTube, and I was immediately hooked. I started asking questions. The patience from Zach and TLP was just incredible. I was never ridiculed. I was never made fun of for asking questions that were probably considered basic to some. And I've learned so much and grown with this community, and it has been a great honor. I can't say enough good things about you guys, and it's been great. I've made friends with many of you. It's just been the best experience for myself personally, and it's a great honor to be a part of TLP as well, and to watch you guys grow and expand, and the sky's the limit. Literally the sky is the limit for you guys. And I can't wait for what's next.
Oh, I want to give you a hug. Oh, wait, I lost both of you. Wait, you might still be talking. Oh, did you mute? Okay.
I muted because I had feedback coming through, so I muted myself, sorry.
Okay, I don't know how that worked. When you muted, it muted Widow. But I don't know.
Okay.
No, Widow, I remember that night, you joining. That became a very quick, probably 7-hour, this is a rocket. This is not a rocket conversation, which was so much fun, though. It was exciting to have someone kind of fresh-minded that didn't know. You know, there's so many of us that are so deep into SpaceX or deep into NASA. It was fun to almost challenge what we knew, but being able to present it in a way that was understandable and ask questions and realize what I would say, like, even just like the general population knows was a really great thing. Like, you know, we're deep into the space stuff, so we don't really know what we know isn't what everyone knows. And asking questions is why we're here. And you didn't shy away from that, which was huge. And you jumped on our mod team and were a huge help with James Webb and all that craziness that kicked off this year of with the channel. I think that's exactly the sound effect of the year is but I'm so glad that you're here and part of our team, so thank you for being that, and thanks for jumping on.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. I love it. I love working with the team as well. That's I think I'll change my answer for the what was my best moments. It's working with the team. I think they're all awesome. Every single one.
I'd still put a rocket first. I love our team, but the first rocket's hard to beat. First rocket. It's tied because our team was right there too. So it's kind of like one thing. We'll make it one. Now if Artemis launches, might just
if being the keyword.
if exactly. I think we're going to pull in Marcus, and I know exactly what Marcus is going to say, so I'm going to give Marcus an intro. Marcus has been here since I built the first Saturn V Lego kit on day 4 of the launch pad. He found us in another Discord server, was sharing the link, and hasn't left since. And has been on pretty much every day, and has been a huge help with our team down in Florida and stuff. But we'll unmute Marcus here. Marcus, can you hear us?
Yes, I can, and you're the one that said it there. Been here since basically sub 5 or 6. Found you working on that Lego Saturn V, and I just finished mine the evening before. And I'm just calling you out oh, you missed this step, you missed that step. And now you're calling me the rash that won't go away. But still, even to this day, I got to meet you when you came down for Inspiration 4. We spent a bunch of time at Kennedy. And now we had that whole week of Artemis 1 just waiting for that first week. And then it just went and it failed. And then, we still made the best of our week. Just hanging out.
And we had to do it again in 2 days.
I remember during those first couple months, though, we were like, what do you think? 100K by 2029, 2030?
I didn't think we were going to hit 100 subscribers in year 1. I'll be honest. I put 100 subscribers year 1. I put 1,000 subscribers year 2. So, yeah, y'all added a few zeros.
Yep, and then there was that one summer when we were trying to do the initial versions of our launch database before we had other team members that decided to write code to bring everything in.
Yeah, and now we're not far away from that app getting launched, which we're super excited about. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Those little ideas scroll into bigger things. So excited for what's next, and excited to see you in a couple days again. It's crazy. It's been 2 months already. Time flies.
It's crazy how fast it is going. I was just thinking about it the other day because obviously, like you said, 2 months ago it was. I feel like I barely unpacked, and now I'm packing it back up again. I'm like, I'm off again.
Well, there was the first mistake. You unpacked. My bag's still in the living room.
Well, I have to unpack. I mean, I don't have an overly large amount of room, so I had to put the suitcase away. So
yeah, that makes sense. We'll upgrade you. We'll just have a go bag in Florida. That's what we'll have. Or maybe we just have to move.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we have to do. But that's awesome, Marcus. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon. Catching up on questions in the chat here. Not that we want this to end, but I think we might wrap it up and head on over to the Discord here after a few more questions. And we'll go from there.
Right, so we've got
Heather's question from KSC. I did see that. We're keeping an eye on that as they're hoping to reopen Kennedy. It looks like tomorrow, but they're still trying to target Artemis on that Wednesday. So keep an eye on that. Kieran and I will probably do an Artemis update on the Monday once we're both down in Florida. And have had a few days for the teams to inspect Artemis and see where things are, going. So stay tuned for that. Spaceflight.
Anything-
Oh, go for it.
Oh, sorry. Tim Nevins, the launch pad. It has been fun relearning things I knew and learn things I did not know. Been great talking to you. Tim is actually one of the people in our Discord. We get to speak to Tim quite often, so if you would like to speak to us, just jump into that Discord and we'll be in general chat. We'll be in general comms from time to time where you can talk to us, ask us questions, generally just hang out. Let's have a look.
I did have a question not long ago where I've lost it.
Oh,
Somewhere.
question. Let's see. I see one. Will NASA be streaming Artemis' entire journey? No, but we do have a few live events that'll happen shortly after launch. And we will be bringing those to you live as long as they happen and we're on solid ground. If not, we will still be live because we have a team now around the world. But we're gonna celebrate 100K and take a week off. But we have prepped the team. We've prepped everything that you won't miss a launch in between or a space news update. But we're going to celebrate 100K. And if you're in behind the scenes, maybe you'll get some teasers on what we're doing for it. So, but yes, there will be some stuff with Artemis after it launches. We're still waiting for final details, and a lot of it will rely on how is the ground and telemetry connection with the spacecraft following launch. So we will see how that goes from there. Did you find your question?
I didn't. I've been scrolling. I think I've passed it. I'm going to come back through. I don't know if you found anything else that somebody said that you could acknowledge while I'm still looking.
Unacceptable. Kevin Wise, do you think they'll scrub A1 for Hurricane Nicole for another launch delay? I'm 50-50 at this point. I did hear that there was some damage from it. NASA's confirmed that. It sounded minor. Like, it sounded like it was some coverings that were on it for weather specifically. So it didn't sound like it was critical damage. But they're going to do an examination starting probably tonight. And we'll hear if there's anything they're worried about. I think we will know in the next 36 hours if we are going for a launch attempt. If there is anything, this window is done. There would not be, I don't think, time for them to recycle in this window with repairs needing to be done. The big concern is if they miss this window, they don't have rollback again. They're at the limitation for that. They are also on December 9th and December 14th, the SRBs expire. So we have a slight issue with that of, well, what happens next? So they would have to, and these are not just expire, they technically expire in January. They are done. They're not wavered. They need to be refurbished, which means they have to roll back and do some other work, which then talks about structurability to the core stage. And we begin a whole fun conversation of what's going to happen. So we're not making assumptions, but we do know we're at the end of Artemis 1's life without some major duct tape, super glue, and rehab. So we'll keep a close eye on that. I see David Wang's asking, will TLP have a TikTok channel? We have one. So make sure you can head on over there and you can follow us there. I think it's the launchpad.official, if I'm correct. You can follow us there. Yeah, the launchpad.official. You can head on over and follow us on the TikTok. That's where, there we go. Not sponsored. If you follow us over there, we're going to be posting some different types of content on Instagram, TikTok. We're going to start doing some YouTube shorts as well to get you guys info just as fast as possible. So make sure you follow that there as well. We are on Instagram. We're on Twitter as well. We're verified on Twitter. Yay. We had to pay for it, but hey, we're verified. And we'll go from there.
Right, C1 Ansi. Is there a TLP Mastodon account? I haven't got a clue what Mastodon is.
I don't think we have an account on it, but Zach, you might know.
No-ish. I don't think we do. It's another social media that's kind of starting up now that people aren't liking Twitter. No, we're gonna stick right now We're going to be sticking specifically, if we were ranking, it's going to be YouTube, TikTok, well, our website, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I missed in there was Twitter. Website, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. That's going to be where we are. We are on Facebook as well, so we do post some stuff there. But TikTok and Twitter are the largest platforms right now that have a really great community for engagement. But also YouTube. We're going to start using that community tab a lot more. And if you are a TLP member, so if you have a helmet next to your name, one, make sure you've clicked the join button and make sure, because a lot of you got gifted memberships. We're so appreciative to those people that have gifted memberships. But make sure you sign up to keep your membership. It's the 99 cents a month. But if you become a VIP spectator at $1.99 a month, you do start getting behind the scenes access, which is where you're going to see these cards in a couple days before the actual unveiling. You're going to get to see other behind the scenes stuff. And then depending on the tier you have, you'll see raw TLP updates, even live streams while we're setting up. We'll set up a phone so you guys can see us doing everything. So there's a lot of things there, and depending how high you want to support us, if you can, there are options all the way to, if you're a member for a year, I believe at our highest tier, we're going to bring you to Florida for a launch. So there are a lot of options on things. There's going to be TLP exclusive meetups next year for any members, but also for higher tier members. Lots of stuff coming out starting next year. Now that we're able to do stuff again, everything's lifted, travel's a lot easier. Even last year, we were still traveling under a lot of restrictions and had to be really careful. So that's why we haven't really spooled these out yet. But there will 100% be a meetup sometime next week down in Florida. We'll try to do something in a park again. And then there'll be some bigger stuff next year. I know I saw a question, will TLP now get that silver play button? Eventually. So I now have to wait for an email from YouTube that's like, wow, you did it. You're so good. And then I have to confirm shipping info and stuff. And then I've heard a variety of times there's a chance we have it by end of year, which would be really awesome to have, because we've got, you might have noticed difference on our live streams. There's some colors now. There's new overlays that we've been using. Even just knowing, other way, that way, who we are, where we are, things like that. We've been working on a bunch of this. We've got all new intros and outros and bumpers, videos, full, basically not rebranding, but just cleaning it all up and making it better. That's going to start rolling out in December. So it'll be really awesome to have updated studios for both of us and get those silver play buttons as a kind of cherry on top before we hopefully set up a studio in Florida next year.
Yeah. Real quick, just to continue on to that other one you were saying about clicking the join button. If you were gifted gifted a membership and you want it to carry on across the months and continue the subscription to it, you can do that now, and it will remove. It'll do a discount of whatever's left of your current gifted one off of what you've off of your next subscription, whichever one you pick for your membership level. So you can do that now, just to take that off your mind. It's not going to cost more, or it's not going to negate the effect of your gifted membership. So that's all okay, and you can get through with that. Happy days. Let's have a look. Yes, I did get a decent mic. Actually, that's courtesy of TLP. It probably wouldn't have been able to happen as soon without the support of you all, because you all is everyone here, everyone who's subscribed, members, even just the general support of being here. If you aren't subscribed, why aren't you subscribed? But just being here.
I was muted. Bump up that number. You can actually have a direct impact on this live stream. It's that quick. You push the red button, and this will change.
Yeah.
Don't push it again. If it's not red, don't push it.
Yeah. That's where the number just goes.
I'm shocked. This is the first 100,000 I've seen that has not dropped after.
Yeah.
So I love our community for that. we do have another video that came in from Heather that I want to play. Heather's in class right now. She's part of our team. So I'm going to try. I will show you Heather, and then I will play the audio, so hopefully you can hear it. So this is from Heather.
Hey, Zach and Kieran, it's Heather here. I just wanted to say congratulations on finally hitting that long-awaited 100,000 followers milestone. Zach, thank you so much. You've changed many, many lives, including mine. I have always wanted to see a rocket launch, but I never had any idea how it would happen. And now I'm on my way next week to see number 2, and I'm bringing my kids with me so I can share some of that incredible world with them. All thanks to you and Kieran and everyone at the team TLP. It's so great to be a part of this beautiful thing.
I love you, Heather, and the junior team. Thank you for sending that in. I hope it was okay I played that, but I had to play that. You're muted.
I was saying that wasn't fair. I wasn't expecting something like that.
Neither was I.
Oh, what? Oh, that was lovely. Thanks for that, Heather. I love that. We love having you as part of the team. It's amazing. Like, wow. I'm lost for words now.
I've said it before within our team, and I've said it in Discord with others. It's crazy to me, and I'm using the word crazy. One, how global the TLP community is. We're in 150 plus countries for our viewers. YouTube says 204, but there aren't that many countries officially. So I'm going to round, say 150, and we're probably slightly higher than that. But it's literally a global reach. There is no other platform in the world that you could have that and have that for education. But then the people that we have met through this. I have some of my best friends in the world are from here. I have my family that is from here. And we never would have, you and I would never have crossed paths if it wasn't for YouTube and you sending a really sweet DM on day one.
I have no DM.
You don't know, do I need to pull up this DM?
No.
Do we read it out loud? Hi, my name is Kieran. No, we'll keep that. But no, you...
That's for the 1 billion subscriber mark.
1 billion. Oh, we're going to be one of the first ones there. Okay. No, I want to say, though, to the whole team, thank you to those that have reached out and asked to be part of this. It is a weirdish thing to do, to reach out to a YouTuber and be like, hey, I want to be a moderator. I want to be a photographer. You put yourself out there, and we are grateful for the people that we have on site, on location as photographers. We've got TJ and Ali and Eric, and people all over. We've got Kevin and Marianne in California. We've got Heather and Ellie and Cardston and Nate in Utah. We've got, who else did I miss in Florida? There's other people. There's Marcus. There's Zach. We've got you and Jay. We've got UK. We've got people literally all over the place working to make TLP possible. And it wouldn't be possible if you guys hadn't reached out and offered olive branches in the different ways that you have, and putting yourself out there. It is not easy getting on camera and opening yourselves to this. 100,000 people now see your face, and you've already been recognized in public. So it's it's a weird thing. And I'm just so grateful that you, Karen, reached out and wanted to be part of this. You push us further, and I say us as friends, and I say us as TLP as well. And I'm excited for what this next year is and how things go. So thank the whole team, but also you for being part of this and pushing me to be better and TLP to be better. So.
What family's for.
So that's what it is. TLP is just one big family, including everyone in chat. We're all just one big family. That's what it is. That's what I love about TLP. It's not just us and the viewers. It's everyone. That's what I like, because it involves people. We have a question here for you there, Zach, from Julian Roberts. Zachary, if you became a school teacher, what would you teach and why?
Math. No, I'm kidding. That was the last class I would teach. I would, this is very unique based on my high school experience, my grade 12 specifically experience. I would love to teach leadership. My high school was very lucky to have a leadership program that was created by 2 teachers that just had a passion for getting people out of their comfort zone and getting them to try new things and try to leave the world a better place than they found it. And I was very lucky to get to be part of that for a year. I wish I got to do all 3, but that 1 year and that class impacted a lot of people's lives on what their future was. I can honestly say I do not think I'd be doing this if I had not had that class, and the encouragement from those teachers and still connecting with them on and off, now even so many years later. So I would say that, because I think we have a lot of education we have a lot of teachers that are great, that teach a lot of important things that you need to have, but there's a lot of skills that we don't get taught in school. And one of them is pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. I was a person that stayed behind the camera. My first 2 companies were me behind the camera, doing everything I do for TLP, but behind the camera. This is not normal for me. But I don't think without that class I would have taken that jump to try to do it. And here we are getting to do what I kind of dreamed of doing, which was work in the space industry as a kid. That wouldn't have happened. So I would say that. I don't know how it would look. I wouldn't want to copy that program, but I would, because it was a perfect program, but it was a perfect program because of the people that were part of it. People were willing to have that, and I would just say, people have asked, like, why YouTube? Why do TLP? It was the right time to take a risk, and that's what we did. And now we're here. So take a chance. You don't know what you're going to miss if you don't take that risk. And what's the worst thing that happens? Someone says no. The number of emails I have sent for TLP that came back yeses instead of no started with week 4 with Jared Isaacman. And we're now media accredited with SpaceX, NASA, ESA, and a bunch of others. And that's just the start. So take risks.
Yeah, that's something I definitely live by. Never let an opportunity pass you by, because you'd rather do it, risk getting that no, and then being like, at least I tried, or would you rather go into the future and think, I wish I took that opportunity? Less regrets in life. So I always live by that. I'll take every opportunity that comes to me. I'll jump on it. I'd much rather be turned down for the opportunity than look back and think what could have been. Which is why that day I sent this message that doesn't exist until 1 billion subscribers. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll drop a message. What will it hurt if I either get a yes or I either get a no? And gladly I got a yes. And look at where it's at now. That's couldn't. I don't know what I'd be doing now if I didn't do that.
Let's be honest. You do know what you'd be doing now. Sleeping.
Oh yeah, but
It's what? It's almost midnight? Okay, it's still early. We're still getting started.
Oh yeah, it's still early. It's not quite midnight yet. But yeah, I've got no regrets of becoming a part of TLP at all. It's been the best choice I've ever made. So yeah, so I thank you, Zach, for giving the opportunity.
I realized I forgot to push a button that we had prepared. Oops. Thank you.
Oh.
We're only 30 late in like an hour. But thank you. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it there. We don't want to go through everything. I don't think I missed any of our team. If not, many of them will be on site in Florida as well. And we can patch people in and stuff there as well. And people will be on site. We'll, of course, keep you guys updated on the silver play button and things like that as that rolls out, and updates on meetups. But as we wrap up, any last thoughts, Kieran? As we now got a 6-digit number next to us.
I know I don't think it's quite sunk in yet. It might sink in at some point soon. It might not. It might be when we do the celebration stream. But it just another thing to say. Thanks for the support. It's been amazing from start to finish. I mean, I've been here from early days. I took a break in the middle for reasons, but now I'm back. It's amazing, and just wow. I don't even think words can explain sometimes. I mean, it's just amazing. But I will say I did see some questions that I've lost. If you do want those questions answering, we will be in Discord straight after the stream. So just feel free to hop in and ask away, and we will answer those questions for you. But yeah, thanks a lot for helping us hit that 100,000 mark. That is just mind blowing.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to end it. I don't want it to end. I mean, well, it's not going to. It's just the beginning. It's another chapter, era, if you're a Taylor Swift fan. I don't know. It's another something, and it's just the start, and we're so excited for that. The Discord link there is in the chat. If you haven't yet, of course, follow us over on Twitter. If you'd like to help support what we do, consider hitting join or heading on over to Patreon. Stop clicking the button if it's gray. I know you all want the stream. If 29 of you unsubscribe right now, the stream has to go longer. Because the rule is you have to stay like far enough away that it doesn't go under it when we end the stream. That was a joke. Don't push that button. Yeah, that's going to do it for us. We're going to jump over to General Comms in a couple minutes after we're with our team for a bit. So join us over there in a couple of minutes. We'll answer some more questions, hang out. I might try to pull up Kerbal. We'll see. It didn't want to load yesterday, so we'll see if we can do that. But yeah, here at the Launchpad, it's our mission to inform and inspire the explorers of tomorrow, because we believe that space is better together, and that's only thanks to you guys. If you haven't yet, subscribe. And from TLP's UK studio with Kieran, and from here at our HQ with me, we'll see you next time.
Good night and morning
and afternoon.